morning, beloveds. Just as I touched go live, the camera decided to take a dive. And apparently I'm starting with poetry this morning. All right. I'm on vacation, have been on vacation this is the 4th day, and this is the first day that I've slowed down. I know I slept in yesterday, but I didn't slow down much. So, I think the only plans I have today are maybe to make a run to the shoe store. And apparently get clawed by the cat. If you can see her as she turns away. Rita just clawed the heck out of me. All right, so it is November 2nd. Our title is The Law of Infinite Good Brings Me Complete Satisfaction. And our quote is, "Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine." Okay, that is Proverbs 3:10. Rita? Ugh, cat. Come here. Come on. Come on. All right. There is power through me, a presence inspiring and guiding and sustaining me. Upon this power, I place my reliance. In this presence, I feel myself to be an outlet of immeasurable good. Because I am in this divine presence, and because it is in me, and because this divine has all power, I know that my thought is made manifest in a perfect demonstration of health, of harmony, and of success. I know that the creative law of good is infinite and has all power to accomplish. I know its whole desire for me is freedom and joy. Therefore, I declare that freedom and joy are mine today. This freedom and joy spontaneously express in my experience, and there is nothing within me that can hinder this expression. Because this all good is mine, and because it constitutes the only presence there is in the universe, I know that freedom and joy cannot be separated from me. Realizing that the kingdom of love is at hand, today I enter into this kingdom with a song of praise, a hymn of joy. Knowing that God is hid in everything, I reveal this divine presence to myself and to others, in sympathy, in love, in kindness. I am conscious that there is an infinite wisdom directing me. Whatever I should know, I shall know. Whatever I shall do, whatever I should do, I shall do. Whatever belongs to me must come to me. Because of the infinite intelligence which is mine and which is within me now, I am compelled to recognize my good, to see more, to understand and accept and express more. I know the infinite law of good is always bringing complete satisfaction into my life. All right. All right. I'm going to have to think about that one for a minute, and we may get more out of it when I go back for it. But the first thing that came to my mind is thinking about being happy for no reason. Okay? How often are we happy for no reason? How often do we wake up in joy? How often do we go through our day and are just happy? You know, we don't have to have a reason to be happy. It doesn't have to, and I'm not saying that reasons to be happy are bad. But what I'm saying is, why do we always have to have a reason to be happy? Can't we just wake up happy? Can't we just be happy? You know, do you ever just I'm not a morning person, so I wake up kind of grumpy. But once I get going, I admit to being a bit of a Pollyanna, Pollyanna sunshine. I'm happy for no reason. And I think the reason why I'm happy for no reason is because I know who I am, which is a beloved child of God. Because I have a friendly relationship with God, with the powers that be. The power that be. The powers that be. I know who I am. So mostly I'm happy. I mean, I have my moments. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. So if you always need a reason to be happy, then you're always in search of a reason to be happy. And what if you don't find it? Are you capable of being happy for no reason? And I think that's what Ernest was getting at. It's like, if you know who you are and you know what you have access to, then why not be happy? And why not be happy for no reason at all? There are, infinite number of reasons to be happy. But how about being happy just because? And that does come down to knowing who you are. And it doesn't mean that you have to be happy all the time, because there's a time for every emotion. And when I say happy, I don't mean gleefully giggling, You can be that peaceful, contemplative joy, the wondrous where you look around in quiet contemplation and are astonished by everything. It doesn't mean you have to laugh at everything. But it does mean that your heart sings with joy, and that when you meet other people, that you see them also as the beloved children of God. So, I kind of think that's what he's talking about today. Let's find out. All right. So the infinite law of good brings me complete satisfaction. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. And that is Proverbs. And the Proverbs is, when we practice gratitude, one of the cool things about practicing gratitude is, even if you don't have more, what you do have tastes better. If that makes sense. Because you're grateful for it. So that's one of the reasons why practicing gratitude is so good. It's like, I already have this. Let me be grateful for it. Let me appreciate it. And you will appreciate it more. And then you kind of start looking around and go, well, I have all of these blessings. And then you will make better use of your blessings. There is a power operating through me, a presence inspiring, guiding, and sustaining me. Basic premise of science of mind. We know who we are. We know where our power comes from. It doesn't come from us, it comes through us from a divine source. Upon this power, I place my reliance. I mean, where else am I going to rely? I'm going to rely on the infinite. And recognize that the infinite acts through me, as it does act through other people. And all of nature. So, even when my good comes to me through other people, it's still coming from a divine source. In this presence, I feel myself to be an outlet of immeasurable good. And that's it. We are an outlet for immeasurable good. One of the things that Reverend Jesse likes to say, is that sometimes we're the answer to someone else's prayer. In fact, oftentimes, we're the answer to someone else's prayer. And we don't know that. We may never know that. Occasionally, people will say, you are the answer to my prayer. But most of the time, we don't know it. And yet, we still are. Because I am in this divine presence, and because it is in me, and because this divine presence has all power, I know that my thought is made manifest in a perfect demonstration of health, of harmony, and of success. The other benefit of gratitude practice is that it focuses our mind on what we want, rather than focusing on what we lack. And that, because the law brings you what you think about. So if you're constantly thinking about the lack, then the law is going to respond to that. And if you're constantly, grateful and thinking about what you have, then the law is going to respond to that. That comes from that quote, which just popped right out of my head. Okay, we'll come back to it if I remember it. Maybe it's not the best illustration. Bible quotes. Okay. I know that the creative law of good is infinite and has all power to accomplish. there is no time and space to the infinite. There is no time and space at all to the infinite. So that means that anything is possible within the infinite. I know its whole desire for me is freedom and joy. Therefore, I declare that freedom and joy are mine today. So if the divine impetus is for freedom and joy, then I should declare freedom and joy for myself, because that's what, then I am becoming a co-creator in that freedom and joy. It takes my willingness and my acceptance to create that freedom and joy. All right. So this is what the infinite desires for me. And when I declare it for myself, then I am accepting it, making it easier for the demonstration and for the law to bring that to me. This freedom and joy spontaneously express in my experience, spontaneously express in my experience. That's what I was talking about. Being happy for no reason. Being happy for no reason. Simply because I know who I am. Simply because I know who I am. There is nothing within me that can hinder this expression. That's a power statement. It spontaneously expresses in me, and there's nothing in me to get in the way. All right? Nothing in me to get in the way. And anytime I sense something in my way, it's something within me that I have created, then I am stating that it no longer exists. I'm getting rid of it. I'm dissolving it into no thing that it is. Because this all good is mine, and because it constitutes the only presence there is in the universe, there's nothing but God in the universe, I know that freedom and joy cannot be separated from me. If freedom and joy are separated from me, it's an illusion. And it is an illusion that I can dissolve. Hence, I go back to there's nothing within me to dissolve it. Realizing that the kingdom of love is at hand today, I enter into this kingdom with a song of praise, a hymn of joy. So then we go back to gratitude. I am grateful for what I have. I am grateful for what is coming to me. I am grateful for the people around me. Knowing that God is hid in everything, I reveal this divine presence to myself and to others in sympathy, in kindness, in love. So I reveal this divine presence to myself. I also reveal it to others. And how do I reveal it to others? By being my authentic self. I don't have to go out and proselytize. I don't have to go out and preach. What I have to do is go out and be my authentic self, to let that divine spark within me shine. Realizing, and then I do this in sympathy, in love, and in kindness. So while I can be happy all the time, I meet people at the level that they are. And if they need sympathy from me, then that is what I will provide, but I will provide a joyful sympathy. And that doesn't mean I'm going to go up to somebody who's experienced a loss and say they're in a better place now. I honestly, I really hate that phrase. And, they've gone to be with but I still miss them. But what I can say is that I'm sorry for your loss. And that I know that you'll carry that person forever in your heart. And that person will always be with you. Because frankly, anybody who's been through a loss, that's way more helpful than saying, well, they're in a better place now. I always want to respond with a really inappropriate word when people say that to me. So, I don't. But I want to. Because again, it's not helpful. So, I can respond to myself. I can reveal this divine presence to myself and to others in sympathy, in kindness, in love. I am conscious that there is an infinite wisdom directing me, which means if I allow it, then the words that I need will come to me through that infinite wisdom. That's about trust, though. Whatever I should know, I shall know. Whatever I should do, I shall do. Whatever belongs to me must come to me. Because of this infinite intelligence, which is mine, and which is within me now. We are born with that mind. The mind that we use is the same mind that created the stars and the mountains. I am compelled to recognize my good, to see more, to understand and accept and express more. When I use the Christ consciousness, when I use the divine mind, I cannot help but see the gratitude around me, see all of the love and the beauty and the kindness around me. And I can't help but to create more of it. I know the infinite law of good is always bringing complete satisfaction into my life. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, maybe the mission today should be to sing a song of praise and a hymn of joy. To sing that song of praise, to sing that hymn of joy, to sing that song in your heart, even if you don't feel like it. Even if you don't feel like it, sing the song of praise. Sing the hymn of joy, because it's the first step on the path to seeing the divine, all around you, to seeing the good all around you, to expressing that gratitude, and then see it come back to you threefold, or 12-fold, or 100-fold, by the simple act of being grateful, of accepting the divine joy flowing through your heart. And that's the mission. The other thing, as I always do, I do encourage you to practice. Oh, and it's gone. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Whatever it is. Be it big, be it small, be it all day. Be it short. Be it drink a cup of tea, or be it take a rest day. Whatever it is, you deserve your own love, your own kindness, your own compassion, always, because you are a beloved child of God, right here, right now. And I say it every day because I want it to become a default habit. I want it to become your first response, no matter what's going on around you. And because when it becomes that first response, you create a bank of love. You create a bank of kindness. You create a bank of compassion for yourself, especially in those moments when things don't look the way you expect them to. It also means that you have enough to share when you meet somebody who needs it. So I also encourage you to do something to engage your mind, your body, whatever that looks like, and to go out, get a face full of sun. I haven't done that yet. I will in a minute. And drink plenty of water. Whatever else you do today, please open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It is the divine all around us, always. Always. And it is up to us to recognize it. To recognize the divine around us and to recognize the divine within us. So sing that song of praise, sing that hymn of joy, and be the beloved child of God that you truly are. All right. It is Tuesday. I have no idea what is going on today. I know that there was a class that started, but it may have been, I think that one's already closed. So you know what? Email info@creativelife.org to find out what's going on. They got a pretty interesting thing going on this Saturday with the health fair. So you want to be a part of that. Go ahead and do that. Get on that mailing list. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I should be back around 9 a.m. with you tomorrow. You can always catch us on the social medias. But have a good day, a great day, an amazing day, a fantastic day, a fabulous day, an enchanting day, a marvelous day, a charming day, a good day. And if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. Simply have a day. But know that you are loved always. So, I will see you next time. Bye, beloveds.